In the next videos, I'm going to play a role. I want to open a shop to sell organic products like fresh fruits, vegetables, beverages, and so on. The first step is to populate my product database. I need to create product categories, products. I need to configure them properly so that I can sell them through the point of sale. Then I need to configure my actual point of sale. I need to configure my cashier desks. I need to configure my payment methods, etc. Let's see how this happens in Odoo. Here we are in the point of sale backend interface. From this interface, I can configure my point of sale, my payment methods, my products, my product categories, and so on. For starters, I want to be able to sell apple juice. So I will need to create the apple juice product, which I will do in a few moments. But first of all, I want to create a category fruit juice. So let's go to point of sale product categories. And let's create the category fruit juice. Odoo features a specific hierarchy of categories for the point of sales, separated from the other hierarchy of categories in Odoo. So, in the point of sale, I want to separate my fruit juice from the other products, but I can have a full hierarchy and I want a parent category which would be named juices or beverages. So let's create a category above fruit juice, which would be named beverages. Okay, this way I have a hierarchy of categories with two levels of categories. Now I can create my apple juice. So I can go to products, create a new one, name it apple juice. The product type would be stockable product because I want to manage and to know how much apple juice there is left in my shop. I give it a price, $2.99. I can select an internal reference. I can choose that. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I want an EN13 barcode so that I can scan it later on in my shop when I have a barcode scanner plugged into my computer or my postbox, I can actually click Set a custom EAN, and based on my internal reference, I can actually ask Odoo to generate a valid EAN13 number. So you see, there are 13 digits. So now I will move to the Sales tab, and what's really important for us now is the point of sale section. In this section, I can select the point of sale category. So if I click the arrow here, I can actually see the two categories that I just created. Let's take fruit juices, and I can select whether or not I want my apple juice to be displayed in the point of sale. Of course, I want it to be displayed. Then there is a setting here to actually select whether or not I want to weight this product with a scale. And those two settings I will explain later on when I talk about advanced features in the point of sale. So let's save this. Okay. And I see that I almost forgot to enter a very important information. I almost forgot to upload a picture. So to do that, I can click Edit, go with my mouse on the picture here, click Edit, and select a file from my computer. I can select a JPEG file, PNG, or GIF. So I'll select my applejuice.jpg, save my product, and here you go. Now that I have configured a point of sale product category and a product, I can configure my actual point of sale. So I can go to configuration, point of sales. So what's a point of sale in Odoo? A point of sale is actually a cashier desk. So it's not a shop because you can have multiple cashier desks in one shop. It's just a cashier desk. And if you have like two cashier desks in one shop, you'll need to create two point of sales. So let's assume that when I open my shop, I have only one cashier desk. By default, there is already one point of sale created. I'm going to use it. And I'd like to have a look at the available configuration for the point of sale. First of all, let's change the name to cashier desk. The picking type and stock location are very specific to the stock management, so you're going to see exactly what's the picking type and what's the stock location in the warehouse training module. And the sales journal is actually accounting related, so that's actually the journal in which the accounting sales entries are going to be written when you actually sell products through the point of sale. In my shop, I'd like my customers to be able to pay by cash, but also by credit cards. So to do that, I'll need to create a new payment method and assign it to my cashier desk. So I'm going to show how to create payment methods before going on with the configuration of the point of sale. So let me save this, and let's go to the payment methods. A payment method in Odoo is actually an accounting journal. So you'll learn all about configuration of accounting journals in the accounting training module, but here's what you need to know if you want to create a new payment method for the POS. So let's create a new payment method. So as you see, it's written journal name because it's actually a journal. So let's call it credit card. The code can be card. The type should be bank and checks because it's a payment method. Then I need to select the default debit account. This is the account that will be debited when the customer actually pays me. So let's select the account. And the default credit account is the account that Odoo will use by default if there is a credit entry in this journal. For example, for a refund. Then let's go to the point of sale tab. In this tab, you see that POS payment method is actually ticked. That means that it's selectable from the configuration of a point of sale. And then you can also tick self-checkout payment method. That's in the case where the customer can actually manage by himself the payment. I'll talk about the amount authorized difference later on. Now that my payment method is configured, I can make it available in my point of sale. First, I'm going to save it, then go back to the point of sale, go to the configuration of my cashier desk, and now, if I click edit, I can actually add a new payment method, my credit card. Okay, so let's go through the remaining configuration available in the point of sale. We have a few features here. I can display a virtual keyboard on the point of sale front-end interface. I can allow invoicing. I'm going to go into details about that later on. And you can display large scroll bars if your display requires it. I'm going to discuss the hardware proxy configuration later on when I talk about the POS box. You can also configure what will be displayed on your receipt at the top here and at the bottom of your receipt here. Then there are a few barcodes that you can use during your POS session. You can scan a product, you can scan a customer loyalty card, you can actually predefine discounts, you can change the cashier by scanning his barcode, you can scan a predefined weight or a predefined price. So those are all the barcode types that you can actually scan during a point of sale session. Let's save this point of sale. And now we are ready to actually sell products by opening a new point of sale session.